when you take on the likes of Susie Orman, that these are the behemoths. Ken Fisher's worth $7.1 billion. Dave Ramsey's worth $1 billion. Susie Orman's worth hundreds of millions of dollars. If you take these people on, you got to be ready for a street fight. You got to be ready. I've already gotten one cease and desist order from one of those people that I just mentioned. I'm not going to say who, but this guy, this person has a lot of means. And so I already know that I'm going to have a street fight on my hands here. And so I think one of the obstacles here is just mustering up enough courage to be able to take the fight to these folks, because nobody's ever done it before. And so one of the things I also realize is when you write a book, one of the things that your publisher asks you to do is go out to a lot of the experts in your financial community and get little blurbs, little blurbs for the back of the book so that, it looks like it's endorsed by experts. I had people telling me, Dave, Susie Orman's got millions and millions of followers. I don't want to put my name on your book because I'm going to alienate all of the people who follow Susie who also follow me. So I had a number of people who said, Dave, I don't want to touch this book with a 10-foot pole because it's so radioactive. So sometimes when you take on huge behemoth mainstream financial personalities, you got to be willing to get in the trenches and have a street fight. And that's what I guess I'm prepared to do. So that was one of the big challenges, was just mustering up enough courage to be willing to take these fights to mainstream financial gurus for the first time in book format.
During the process of writing the Guru Gap, were there some surprising things you learned? Was there anything that kind of stood out?
Yeah, when you do a deep dive on what all these gurus believe, there's a lot of things that surprise you. And the thing that surprises me the most is how little some of these gurus know about the products that we sell every day. When you do a deep dive on what Dave Ramsey believes, like listen to some of his podcasts or his radio shows where he talks about Index Universal Life. He uses Index Universal Life and Whole Life freely. He talks about the things that are wrong with Whole Life that people frequently criticize about Whole Life, and then he projects that onto IUL. What's like an apple and an orange? That's like saying, I don't like apple seeds when you're eating an orange. So you do a deep dive on what they actually believe, and you realize that these guys have gone 10 miles wide and half an inch deep. They know a very little amount on a lot of different things. And so, for example, when Dave Ramsey or his sidekick George Kamel, when they do an anti-IUL video, I mean, I'm licking my chops here because the types of criticism they make are just so easy to resolve if you know the right answers. And so, that was really the big surprise for me, that these guys talk a good game, but when you scratch just below the surface, they really don't know what they're talking about. However, when our clients listen to what they have to say, they can sound very persuasive. So what we need to do is arm ourselves with the knowledge so that we can preemptively inoculate our clients against what they're going to say. And so, because really, sometimes you just poke and prod at their statements and they fall apart, because they aren't really that deep or profound. They just have to have an opinion. It's a distilled 10-second soundbite on a lot of different subjects. And unfortunately, they just don't know cash value life insurance all that well. And so if you're prepared, you prepare your clients, then I think we'll all sail through this and be in good shape on the back end. Folks, my upcoming book, The Guru Gap, How America's Financial Gurus Are Leading You Astray and How to Get Back on Track, is now available for pre-order on Amazon. Take the opportunity to order your copy today. By the way, in the next 10 years, I'm looking to put 1 million Americans on the road to the 0% tax bracket. If you would like some help implementing a balanced, comprehensive approach to tax-free retirement that shields you from the impact of higher taxes down the road, head on over to davemcknight.com and click on the Connect with an Advisor button. I'm happy to refer you to an advisor in the Power Zero network that has been trained, vetted, and qualified personally by me. If you're a financial professional and want to learn how to become a certified Power Zero advisor, head over to powerzero.com and opt into my free video series. And if you have any comments or questions, feel free to drop them into the comment section below. I'll respond to every single one of them personally. And don't forget to click like, subscribe, and the bell so you never miss a video. This is David McKnight. I look forward to seeing you on the next video.